Hi BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with an extra special video. It's also a video that I really haven't done before on this channel and I'm super excited about it. So this is a book haul / unboxing, which I have done a bunch of these before, but the great people over at Harlequin Books reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a video for them. And I said, yes, please. And the reason I said that is because if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know, I would talk about Harlequin Books whether or not they sent them to me. I sing their praises in most of my videos. I, read so many of their books. I love these books so much. So when they reached out and wanted to work with me, I was like, yay, I cannot wait. Clearly, as you can see from my shelves, I'm a big fan. So these are all cozy reads. Cozy reads, we're into that season. It's the fall. Winter is coming for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. And I think we just all want to cozy up with some nice books. So they sent me a box of books and I am so excited. So I'm going to unbox them for you guys. They did send me a list of these are the books we're going to send you. And I'm like, oh, great. I can't remember what they are now. So this is going to be as much of a surprise for you guys as it is for me. So let's go ahead and open it up. Book mail is amazing. My husband was just downstairs. He's like, you got mail. I'm like, yay. So I already opened the box. Let's remove the paper just so I could get in here a lot easier. So first off, we have one that is not a category romance. Again, for those of you who have been watching the channel for a while, you know the category romances are the special editions, the desires. You're going to see more of them in this box. But this is a standalone from Carina Press. And it is Two Christmases by Suellen Bybra, I believe is how you say the author's name, but it's a Christmas book. Guys, I have this on my list to read this season. I will probably be reading this one in either November or December, and I'm very excited about it. So it says, when city meets country, finding the perfect Christmas will mean finding common ground. Don't miss this charming opposites attract holiday romance. And I mean, the cover, you guys, just looks so adorable. I cannot wait to read this one. Oh, and this is a New York City at the holidays. There's no place like New York City for the holidays, at least according to Sonia. If only she could get South Carolina farmer Bo to agree, convincing him to use her family's art auction house to outfit his new business is turning out to be a hard sell, and keeping things professional in the face of Bo's southern charm is a whole other challenge. So it sounds like he's a fish out of water, maybe? I don't know. I am so excited and I cannot wait to read this one. So thank you. Next up, the rest of these, as I said, are all category romances. So we have the great Brenda Jackson. Oh, love Brenda Jackson. The Outlaws Claim. This is part of the Westmoreland Legacy, the Outlaws series. I have read some of this series and I like it very much. Brenda Jackson writes amazing books. They are fantastic books about different families, like the Westmorelands is the family, and different members of the family. These books get very spicy, really enjoyable, cannot wait. From friends to lovers to having a baby. Ooh. Maverick Outlaw is a man who knows his own mind, and he knew from the beginning that a fling with longtime friend Sapphire would be more than just sizzling, mind-blowing sex. That is until she says they should go back to being just friends, and then announces she's pregnant with Maverick's child, and her father expects her to marry someone else. Ooh, drama. Love it. I love their names too. Maverick and Sapphire. That's just awesome. Oh, this one looks really good. I love a good cowboy romance. Love. You guys, again, know, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I love a good category romance, or good cowboy romance. We have a Harlequin Special Edition, which are some of my very favorites. This is hands down probably one of my favorite lines that Harlequin puts out. But I mean, I love them all, but this is one of my favorites. So we have Thankful for the Maverick by the great Rochelle Allers. So there's the cover. The one she didn't know she was waiting for. Spoiler alert for you guys. I actually have this already on my TBR for November. So I am really looking forward to reading it because what a great November book with the pumpkins. And I mean, it must take place in the US. I am in Canada. So for me Thanksgiving was actually a week ago, but for my friends in the US, it's coming in November, so this is definitely a Thanksgiving book, I think. As a rodeo champion, Bryn Hawkins is always on the road, but something about older, gruff but sexy rancher Garrett makes her think about putting down roots. Bryn doesn't know why she is so drawn to the man who says he doesn't date, but his quiet dignity makes her rethink everything. As Thanksgiving approaches, Bryn feels she's running out of time, but she's determined to find her way into this calloused cowboy's heart. Okay, it sounds like he's a bit older than her, which I am very much down for. I love me an older man. His name is Garrett, which is my husband's name, which is kind of fun. Takes place at Thanksgiving. And I love that she's a rodeo champion. You really often see these and it's him who's the rodeo champion. So that's why this one really caught my attention. But yeah, oh, that cover's just gorgeous. I'm telling you, Harlequin knocks it out of the ballpark with their covers. So next up, we have another special edition novel, and I'm so excited. Yay! I have been anticipating this one ever since I got to actually talk to Rowan Parrish last summer when I was doing the Categorically Romance podcast with Brie. And she talked about this book, and ever since then, I've been super stoked about it. I keep meaning to pick it up, and other things just keep jumping in the way, but this is getting read this month, guaranteed. And this is The Rivals of Casper Road by Rowan Parrish. I have to read it this month because it's a Halloween book, you guys. When else are you going to read a Halloween book but in October? I mean, really, you can read it any time of the year, but still. So this is a male romance. This is the fourth book, I think, in her Garnet Run series. This comes after The Lights on Knoxbridge Lane that came out last Christmas, like came out last year. So yeah, I am really looking forward to this one. Bram's rugged, sexy looks belly his fear of all things horrifying. But as Casper Road's newest resident, he's excited to join the annual Halloween decorating contest. The competition is keen, especially from six-time champion architect Zachary. But when enigmatic Zachary sparks a prank war, it's game on until one sizzling kiss turns these rivals into allies. Now only one thing scares Bram, how quickly he's losing his heart to Zachary. Halloween romance. I want more Halloween romances that are not spooky, that are not, like, right now we're seeing a plethora, and I've been reading a bunch of them this month, of, you know, paranormal, fantasy, witchy romances, which is great. But I want your average everyday couple having a romance around this holiday, you know? Like, you don't see it very often. Tiffany Rice did one a few years ago with her Halloween Treat, which is still one of my favorite books. But I am so stoked about this one. Not only is it Rowan Parrish, but it's Halloween. It's all the things. I cannot wait to read it. And the last book we have in this box, you guys, is one I've already read. However, you guys know, I will sing the praises of this book. This was my favorite read of September of last month. The Cowgirl and the Country MD by Catherine Mann. I loved this book so much. I gave this book 5 stars. Everyone that I've noticed on Goodreads who has read this book has also given it 5 stars. And I have had other people who have read this who heard my review and who have read it who also said how much they love this book. So this is the story of, I'm trying to remember their names, Eliza. I read it a month ago, you guys. You know, I've read a bunch of books since then. Eliza and Nolan. Eliza and Nolan. What I loved about this book, you guys, is that you see this cute couple here with these 2 little kids and you're like, oh, that's so adorable, single dad. No! He's their grandfather. He's a grandpa. What did I say a few minutes ago? I love me an older man. So what happened is for Nolan is that his wife passed away about 5 years ago from an aneurysm. And and then his son and daughter-in-law died in a boating accident. So he took sole custody of his 2 grandchildren, who are the most delightful children I've ever read in a book. The children in this book were done perfectly. They were in there neither too much nor too little. It was just perfect. And he's trying to learn how to interact with these kids. Like, he had a son, obviously. I mean, his son passed away, but when his son was younger, it was his wife's job of looking after, I hate saying that. It was like his wife took on the responsibility of looking after their son because he was going to medical school. He was doing his residency. He was doing all these things. So all that child rearing fell on his wife. and he often didn't get home till late, so he wasn't the most present father. And now he's trying to make it right with his grandchildren. So he takes them to the Top Dog Dude Ranch. This is, I think, book 5 in that series. You do not have to have read any of the other books in this series. You can just jump into this one. And he takes them there to try and spend some time with them, get to know them a bit better, and he meets Eliza, and she is a equine therapist, and she's kind of helping the kids work through their grief, with Nolan working through his grief. And what I really liked about it is the fact that he was very much like, I'm here for my grandkids. I'm really not here for a relationship, but I'm really attracted to you, and he really struggles with that. And this book was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I loved it so much. I'm so happy to have a copy of it because I have a feeling it's going to be a reread. Now, you see a lot of snow on the cover. The other thing I wanted to point out, my friends, is that this is not a holiday-themed book. 90% of the time when we see a book that's got snow on the cover, we think automatically, oh, this is a holiday read. It's not. I don't know when this takes place, but I would say this is one that you could read anytime in the winter, because it's definitely got the cold winter vibes. This would be great for the new year. After the holidays are done and you just kind of want something to transition into the more summery spring books, this one would work perfectly. But please do yourself a favor, you guys, and pick this book up because, again, it is absolutely fantastic. So I wanted to, again, thank Harlequin so much for sending those to me. This has been super fun to do. And they sent a gift for you guys as well. In the description box below is a coupon code for all of you guys to use. Please go over, use the coupon code, and come back here and let me know what you bought. And yeah, so that's really all that I have for today's video. Please be sure to also follow Harlequin, the Harlequin Connections Facebook page. They are on Instagram. They are on Twitter. I will link everywhere that you can find Harlequin below, of course, their website directly, but make sure to click on the coupon code directly to use the coupon on their website. And yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions, please post them in the description or in the comment section below. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.